Greg Smith.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. It's always a pleasure to follow my honourable friend, the member for Dudley South, and I fully agree with the comments he made. Now, Madam Deputy Speaker, as this House has been required in recent months very necessarily to pass legislation to restrict our freedoms in order to defeat the virus, it is an absolute pleasure to be speaking in support of an emergency measure that expands freedom, as there is no more important asset to any individual or family in this country than the roof over their heads. And the ability, under the provisions of this bill, to purchase a home up to the value of £500,000 without the burden of stamp duty at all, not only supports our economic bounce back, but more importantly, it makes the dream of home ownership a step closer for thousands of first-time buyers. Gives those who may be downsizing the confidence they will not unnecessarily lose thousands of their precious savings, and enables growing families to move up the ladder. Now, speaking to estate agents in my constituency this morning, such as Brian Russell of Russell and Butler in the town of Buckingham, the news of this temporary stamp duty cut has been warmly received, with massive interest from both buyers and sellers over the past few days. And with 75% of properties currently on that particular estate agent's books being under £500,000, it goes without saying just how significant this tax cut is locally in Buckinghamshire. I was also pleased to visit last Friday Barrett Homes and David Wilson Homes at their development at Kingsbrook near Broughton in my constituency, to see the measures they've put into place to ensure house building continues at pace in a COVID-secure way, and whose sales team also reported that they're seeing people coming back through the doors again, enthused by this stamp duty holiday. And across my constituency, the House of Commons library data shows that the median value of house prices last September was £395,000, albeit with some significant variance in different parts of the constituency, with homes around Worminghall, Long Crendon and Cuddington having the highest median value of £575,000 to £287,500 in Buckingham North. And what this says to me is that no matter where people want to live and move to across the 335 square miles of the beautiful Buckingham constituency, the bill before us today is worth many thousands of pounds, if not tens of thousands of pounds, to potential buyers. And as many honourable members have said in this debate already, if people are buying homes, keeping that market buoyant, that can only be good news for the economy as a whole. The 750,000 jobs supported by the house building sector alone, not to mention our estate agents, removal firms, decorators, plumbers, kitchen fitters, landscapers, the wide array of retailers and suppliers who benefit the most from people moving home, the furniture makers such as Urcol and Hypnos Beds in Princes Risborough in the south of my constituency, to interior companies such as like ones I visited recently, like Secret Messages in Buckingham or Mood Home and Lifestyle in Winslow. Even the lawyers, Madam Deputy Speaker, even the lawyers benefit. The economic chain set off by house building really cannot be stated often enough. However, stamp duty changes alone may not complete the picture. Estate agents I've spoken to earlier today and over the past few days have advised me that there are other factors hampering the full recovery of the housing market, particularly for first-time buyers. The most significant of these being a banking sector that is making it harder to borrow. Whilst mortgage lending clearly falls out the scope of this bill, in order to achieve the aim of this bill, it's vital the banking sector and the lenders are listening and that they also respond to get behind what the government is trying to do, a point my honourable friend, the member for Thurston Moulton, made in his intervention earlier on. Because as it stands today, there are no 95% loan-to-value mortgages available for first-time buyers. Only 3 lenders today even offer 90% loan-to-value. So the majority of first-time buyers face the daunting prospect of raising at least a 15% deposit. That's £75,000 for a £500,000 four-bedroom home in Steeple Claydon, or £52,500 on a £350,000 three-bedroom cottage in Tinchwick. Now, the stamp duty reduction on these 2 examples for first-time buyers is absolutely a massive boost, saving £10,000 in the case of the £500,000 home and £2,500 in the case of the £350,000 one. It undoubtedly closes the gap, but the wider point is that we are still talking about enormous sums of money, years and years' worth of savings, of sacrifice. And to boost the market further, the banks must start to be more realistic about permitting 90 and 95% loan-to-value mortgages once more to truly open up the market. Finally, with most property transactions currently taking on average 16 weeks, that is much longer than it needs to be, because we're only 38 weeks from the end of this temporary stamp duty cut. So time is of the essence to make the most of it. And if any accompanying deregulation to speed up transactions can be brought forward, that will only help many more thousands of aspiring homeowners and movers. So in conclusion, Madam Deputy Speaker, this bill is enormously welcome. It is bold in its aim of boosting our housing market and supporting people to achieve home ownership. I will be voting for it with great enthusiasm, but at the same time encourage my right honourable friends on the Treasury bench to seriously consider other measures that we could bring forward to make it even stronger still. And who knows, Madam Deputy Speaker, perhaps this tax-cutting pilot, once proved so successful, could become a more permanent feature of the housing market going forward.